through. Yay. So tonight, call number 5. What's cool? This will be up for another week or so, and then the live calls will come down. If I feel that there's some healings that will be really good, I'll cut it and then put it back into the portal as well. But tonight is all about setting up for success. Are we gonna have celebrations? We can all get the poppers out. She's my celebrate girl. Setting up for success. So we have worked through karma. We have worked through sacrifice. Oh my God, that was a big one, wasn't it? Sacrifice. We have worked through vows of poverty. We have worked through vows of chastity. I mean, that was funny, that one. That was I ended on a high note. Actually, come on, put it in the chat. We haven't had that conversation, have we? Who's been manifesting through orgasms?
Yeah, all right, it works.
Okay, thank you. It does work. It does work. I love we're going to end on a happy another happy ending tonight. So tonight is setting up for success. We are recreating a new money mindset in you, a higher, my homework, sorry. Okay, so you get detention. So we are recreating a new money mindset. And actually what was quite interesting when I channeled and I tuned into what you all needed, you actually needed, it makes me laugh saying this now, is the virtue of magic. So we're going to be downloading you with the new virtue of magic and actually optimism as well. So it was like something that was like really quite spiritual and magic and a little bit out there. And then it was optimism. It was like both ends of the spectrum, literally. We're going to do some energy clearing. So we're going to do some energy clearing on your banks, your payment systems, and things like that. So you might want like a pen and a paper to write down, and I'll talk you through how to do the actual practice. So this is really cool to do. And I'm also going to test you on your vibrational maximum and your minimum. So I'll talk you through what I mean by the vibrational maximum minimum is that, like everything is energy, and we have it like if you just imagine an empty energy ball. When we get rid of stuff, we create the law of vacuum, so new comes in. But say, for instance, you're healing and clearing your bank account. So if your bank account is an energy bubble, right, and sometimes we clear out our bank account quite a lot. But if we're clearing out the stagnant energy of our bank account, right, so we create a law of vacuum. So what do we want to do? We want to manifest more money or more energy into that bank account, okay, because the bank account is our like little safe. So we've cleared out the energetics. We're going to call in fresh energy, more money into that bank account. But actually your bank account does have an energetic maximum and an energetic minimum, and this is really cool. Yes, look at Megan North's face. She's like, holy hell. And then she's thinking, why have you not ever told me about this before, Claire?
Because I obviously wasn't ready. The energy wasn't right until tonight.
You need to, like, when you're working on money, you don't really just want to do bits and pieces. If you're going to work on money, what I find personally works really well, and I've played around with this a lot, is that, like in the digital program, we've got the part where I'm talking about the life wheel. Where are you now and where do you want to be? And this happened to me. So when I last year wanted to work on my business, up leveling, and it was just like, it was like a pulse, like a dead heartbeat. It was like flatlined, right? And I was like, oh, come on. And then literally I sat there and I said to Create, okay, what do I need to do? Show me what needs healing. Where do I go? Because I was working on money all the time. And he said, go and work on your health. So I worked on my health. So basically your life wheel will show you where you need to go in order to up level your wealth, your money, your abundance. So like with beautiful Sky, at the moment, she is working on nurturing self-love, caring, and her health and wellness. Because for her to say, let's say she wants to, like, I'm just making this up, Sky, but I'm using you as an example. Say Sky wants to be like a good 6-figure business. She wants to earn 150 grand a year, okay, through her business, blah, 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 blah. In order to do that, she's got to be an energy frequency to be able to maintain that. Okay, so creator's showing her, this is where you're working. So she's sort of following where I was, you know, a number of years ago, but also a little bit where I was last year. So that's the sort of thing that happens. So you clear out the energetics of a bank account, but you also need to work out your energetic maximum and your energetic minimum. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And then we're going to do the healings and the clearings to raise that energetic maximum and that minimum. So I'll give you an example. I did this on my bank account a couple of months ago, because I do this quite regularly. And I know that I have 3 different bank accounts. So I have one that is my business account, I have one that is my tax account, and then I have one which is my pink account. Okay, so it's my account. And then obviously I have my bank account with my husband and other stuff like that. So I have multiple, like, little pots of gold. Anyway, so I could see that my pink account was basically at its vibrational maximum, because it was hitting that maximum. I wasn't really putting much more in there. Okay. And it was like, oh, and then sometimes I put more in there, and then I'd like manifest a big bill, or I try and get rid of that money, because I was like, oh, that bank account's at its vibrational maximum. So I muscle tested, and I actually use the pendulum, you know that. So I was like, okay, what's the energetic minimum for this bank account? And it told me, and I was like, okay, what's the energetic maximum for this bank account? And there's some couple of processes that you can do, and you can normally jump quite easily without actually having to do any healings as such around it. You can jump 30% without having to do much healings around it. If you want to jump higher, then you need to do some healing sessions and stuff like that with it. But what you could do is week by week, month by month, is just do like 10%, 10%, 10%. And you can just, you know, if you want to try and get away with it without having to do any healings. And it works. It really, really works. So you literally do the cleansing, the clearing, you create the void, the vacuum, and then you up level the vibrational maximum and minimum around that. Because also, don't forget, at this stage, we've done a lot of deep work on our money mindset over the last 4 or 5 weeks. Your vibrational match has changed. And what I've noticed, I was having a conversation with someone from the group, I think it was yesterday. She said a couple of things to me, and I said, and then she said something about, oh, this happened. And I said, yeah, you're actually starting to call in better clients for yourself. And she looked at me, and I said, yeah, because your vibrational match has shifted. So I said, you need to start now realizing that that's not your ideal, like, avatar, that type of person. You're actually going to start working with this, and then you're gonna go up. And she was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So I said, don't chase those types of clients anymore. Well, not that she was chasing. I said, but you're not aligned to that anymore. You're aligned to this. So these are the ones that you want to be going for and looking after. So she was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Because what we can do sometimes is, during this period, is that we can become a little bit a bit nervous, because, you know, and you might find this as well, Melissa, your client avatar might slightly change. You'll probably get better clients that will pay you on time, probably before your invoice is due, or says, put me on a retainer, and then this, or they might give you a gift at the end of the year. You know, the mindset of your clients will change, because your mindset around your self-worth has changed. So that will become a vibrational match as well. So, you know, you won't be sort of working with people that, I'm just making this up, like that are ready for just $50 an hour type thing. You're going to be working with someone that's like, actually, I want to pay you $90, $100 an hour because you've got this and this skill set and something along those lines, or you work quicker or something along those lines. Does that sort of make sense?
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that reminds me. So the client who has increased my services by 50%, it's actually Eleanor Bennett.
Who?
Eleanor Bennett.
I don't know who that
Elena
is.
Bennett. Yeah, you know her. You do know her. She was in the Lionsgate meditation. You did a course with her because she says, "Oh, I know Claire." You did a course with her, and it was you like a coaching something with her. She was another participant. You were both participants. Alina, it's pronounced Alana, but Alana. No, that's all right. That's
You'll have to send me a
I'll
profile.
send you. I will. But yeah, you know her.
I've done a course with her.
Yeah, you did a course together. You were participants in a course together a while back. Because when she said, I know Claire. So I said to her about the Lionsgate thing. And I said, oh, do you know her through Katie as well? Because I actually started working originally with Eleanor through Katie, but now I'm working with her just separately. But I thought it was connected. She said, no. She said, I did a course with Claire, did a program, an online program. That's all right. I'll send you. You'll know it once you see. You'll know.
Yeah.
Because you spoke to her on the Lionsgate. You mentioned her. You were like, oh, hi, Alana. Yeah. That's all right.
With my head.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you a link.
And I'm normally really good with oh yeah, I know who that is. I know who that is. I've got that type of memory. Is she a healer?
She coaches CFOs. She's a coach for chief financial officers. But she lives here on the Central Coast where I live. She actually lives down the road from me. Like in the next
because that
next
doesn't
suburb.
even ring a bell either. Oh, that's intrigued me now. Yeah, it doesn't. She coaches CEOs. Okay, all right. Yeah. So we'll work out your vibrational max and minimum. That is really cool. And then you can up level about 30% without actually having to do any healing around it. So what that actually does in your system is that it allows you to hold more capacity basically within your bank. So it's not about necessarily the amount of money that's coming through, it's about what your bank can hold. So if you're really good and you want to save, because one of the things, like especially if you have your own business, is that you should have at least 3 to 6 months worth of being able to keep your business afloat without you bringing in any money. That's in an ideal world. But if you haven't got a very low vibrational match to holding on to money, that's not going to happen. If you sent it to me, I'm gonna have a look.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Sorry, but I have to be nosy. I think she knows me through Emma McQueen.
Yeah, that'd fit. That name's familiar.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
I think she said it was like a business coaching.
It's not that I did a course with her. It was, we did the Denise DT money bootcamp challengey type.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we were in like a Marco
It was
Polo
like an online program, online
That's
group
who she
thing.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I know who you mean now, totally. But on the back of my house, like, programmer course, what was that? Okay,
Because
yes.
I don't know which one it was.
Who's she? Who's she? And it was funny because we were doing like money boot camp stuff, and they were all like, oh, you know, we'll tap and we'll do this and we'll do that. I'll be like, no, I'm just going to do that, and I'm just going to clear that, and I'm going to clear that. In the end, I was like, Claire, you need to get out of this group because this is not fair.
Yeah, you're skilled. You're skilled.
Oh dear. The bank account is lovely and clear and ready for more dollars. Yes. Yeah. And it's really interesting because like my pink account is just, it keeps growing. It keeps growing. I'm like, oh, I'm over another level. So I'm looking forward to tonight doing it on my account. So I am, before I actually open the circle, I just want to get everything prepared. So what I want you to do is with a pen and a piece of paper, if you can get hold of it, is I want you to write down on a piece of paper, if I draw it like this. Okay, little boxes or circles, whatever, but you're going to put a ring around it. So for me, I would write down my my CommBank, because I'm CommBank with my business. Okay, and I have my biz account and I have my tax account, and I'm really boring, and that's what I actually call them. And my business is called an income. And you can name them, and then I've got my tax and my GST account. So basically, this is like how I manage my money. Is I get paid, I put a certain percentage into I put 30% into my tax and my GST account, okay, and then I put 30% into my pink account, and then the rest stays in my business account.
So Claire, sorry, can you just explain what we're writing again, please? Apologies.
Okay. So can everyone see? Is it round the wrong way? So basically, I've got my tax account, I've got my business income account, and then I've got my pink account. So I can see that I know I've got 3 accounts there. I have A and Z as my joint account with Andrew, like the family account. So you're going to start mapping out all your bank accounts. Okay. So it might be also that you have a super account.
Do you list credit cards as well, or just mainly just accounts?
Say that again. Sorry, Lee. I didn't miss.
Do you list credit cards as well, or just?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I'll put that down in a minute. So you can put your super account anywhere where you're holding money. You need to write it down. So the other thing that I have a PayPal account. So I'm going to write PayPal in another box, and I have a Stripe account. So you can see that I'm starting to get quite a lot of boxes. And if you've got savings account, if you have an offset mortgage account, like whatever you hold money or money goes through those avenues and it legally has your name on it, it's an energetic vortex vacuum portal for you holding abundance. Okay, so I've got my business accounts, I've got my home account. Then you can write down credit cards as well, because you can do an energy clearing on credit cards. Okay, so you would just write, you know, pink card, black card, whatever, gold card, whatever. Okay, we've only really got I don't. I've got a platinum card, but that's because of Andrew. I actually don't have a credit card anymore. I used to be really bad with the credit card. Like I was never in debt. I always used to pay it off at the end of the month, but I would spend on it. Yeah, and we do have a credit card and we spend on it every month, but it gets put off because we get our points for travel. But and actually somebody asked me today, do you have a credit card for the business? I said, no, I don't need to, because I always keep surplus money in my business in case I ever need, I don't ever want to be panicking. Okay, so I've put that down. Has everybody sort of made a list? Cool. Let me just check if there's anything else. And what you can do, I'll talk you through how you do this. Basically, under every account, so if I go into if I go into my business income account, right, what I will do is I will tune in. Okay, can I just tune into the energy of my business income account, please? And I'll feel the energy of going in there. It will say yes. Okay, what's the energetic minimum that business account will hold at one time? And I've just changed all this. Okay, so it's coming up as 9. Is that $9,000? Yeah, so that's my energetic minimum to be set into that account, and my energetic maximum to be set into that account. Okay, so it's got 22,000. Okay, so that's my energetic minimum and my energetic maximum. I'm not saying that that's in there, but you know that money, the Stripe and the PayPal go in there, and then it gets divvied out into other accounts. So that's quite a nice, healthy go about it. I'm actually going to test my Stripe because I've never done this, the Stripe one. Okay, and I just tune into my Stripe account, please. Oh, I might have done it, but okay, what's the energetic minimum for my Stripe account? Okay, so it's saying $3,000, and my maximum is like 6. So it's not, I know I'm sounding like that's not a lot of money, but I have people paying on month by month, like payment plans and stuff like that. So it's not massive compared. Okay. And then my PayPal, can I just tune into that? Yes. What's the energetic minimum of my PayPal account? Which is 9,000, and my energetic maximum of my PayPal account is 22. So it replicates the same as my business income account. So I definitely have a better energy feel around PayPal than I do Stripe. I don't really like Stripe. I don't know why. And that reflects in my energetic maximum and minimum. And it might be that actually you might want to have a look at changing your bank accounts as well, because sometimes it's good to have a complete new type of energy as well around that. Yeah, because
we have to, right? Yeah. I'm leaving the country in November, so we have to then change all of our bank accounts. So yeah,
and that's quite a good thing. So I mean, I have CommBank, I have NAB, and I have ANZ. I love CommBank. My CommBank for my business, it just feels right. I have my NAB for me, and we have ANZ, but neither Andrew and I really like ANZ. But to be honest, I haven't really got time to be changing that with him. He tends to take care of that side of things anyway. So.
Which is funny, Claire, because in New Zealand, ANZ is the best bank in New Zealand. So that's where we're actually going to be putting all our money when we move. So, but then I'm going to do something different for my business. So I need to tune into what's going to be the best bank for my business.
You can find that out, and the energetic maximum, the energetic minimum. So take that time, use your pendulum, and obviously I use something like that. That's what it looks like, my little Ouija board. Okay, if anybody wants to take a screenshot of that, you get to see. So you can see the numbers around.
So that's where I get
my numbers from.
Have you got that you could share with us? Have you got that you
I'm
could,
not
like,
allowed
in a
to
document?
share. I'm not allowed to share this. That's why I say take a screenshot. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's licensed under someone else.
Right. Okay.
That's why I said, I create my own. So you can just go into Canva and you can create your own little things as well. But yes, I have the numbers around in a circle, so that's how I get my energetic minimum and my energetic maximum when it comes to that. So I would sit there and I would work out all your energetic maximums and minimums of all your cards and accounts, and it'd be really interesting to see what you are with credit cards and stuff like that. And you might be, some people might be in the minus, you know, of their credit card, because some people actually do have an energetic minimum where they go overdrawn. So sometimes in bank accounts, I mean, I used to be quite bad when I was a stay-at-home mum. Andrew would give me an allowance every month, and that would have to pay for the food, the kids, and everything like that. And I'd always get overdrawn, and it'd be the same every single month. It'd always be like, I don't know, like £165 overdrawn in the minus, all the same. Then it would get paid off, and then it will just keep going back down. Whereas, you know, for me, where I am now, myself, you know, I've got a few thousand in an account. That's a big shift for me personally, because I'll have a different energetic maximum minimum, but it's different from being a couple as well. So, and things like that. So it's quite interesting to do some deep dives. Has that been interesting, me saying this, sharing some juiciness? This is the sort of stuff I play around with in my spare time. I'm like, oh, what's my energetic maximum and minimum is for that. So as I said, you can go up 30%. So if you've got like an account that, you know, is $1,000, you can go up at least 30% on that, to not have to necessarily do any digging or healing or changing any beliefs around that as well. All right. I want you to pick one account now that we're going to work on, because I want you to test the energetic minimum and the energetic maximum of one account. Okay. So you know what you're doing. And look, I could do all of this for you, but I think it's more empowering for you going on that you can do this yourself as well. Okay, so I'm going to just choose an account. Okay, I'm going to choose my Stripe account, because that could do with, let's just put that up. Okay, my energetic minimum for my Stripe. Yeah, maximum. Yeah, it was 3.9. And it's really important that you do move money around, because if you've got one account that is just sat there with cash, right? Money loves attention. Okay, it's like it wants to be your lover, and it wants to be moved around. Yeah. So sometimes sit there and I'll just start moving money around through different accounts and stuff. I drive my bookkeeper mad. But, you know, it might be that I've moved, you know, so much of that into the pink, and then like energetically in my mind, the pink account is going to go into that account. And I just literally just move stuff around, because it's just like moving energy. It like creates, I don't know, just creates flow and stuff like that. So has everybody done an energetic maximum minimum? You can muscle test for it as well.
Claire, when you're doing work with the pendulum, like, because you always command your pendulum, do you do a little command saying something?
I will say I command. I'm just like, I want to tune into the energy of my Stripe account. Okay. And it will, and so I'll say, like, I'll tune into the energy of my Stripe account. It starts to activate because I'm tuning in. Okay, and then it will stop, and then I'll say, like, oh, am I tuned into my Stripe account? And it's showing yes, because my yes is like that way, and then my no is that way when I'm using the pendulum. So it's going, yes, I'm tuned in. Okay, and then I'll ask a question. Okay, what is the energetic minimum of my Stripe account? And it's showing me 3, and the energetic maximum on my Stripe account, and it's showing me 9.
But if we don't have your little wheel yet.
So I would write 1 to 10.
In a circle or something.
In a circle.
Yep. Okay.
And then just check. And then just check I mean, mine goes 1 to 31 in the circle, but then just check, is that, you know, like me, mine was 3. So I was like, oh, is that 3,000? Yes, it might be $3. It might be $30. It might be, you know, so just go up in tens, hundreds, thousands and more, you know, just to feel into where that energy vibration sits. So what you can do is that you can also, I'm looking at what Marnie says, so you can also go round and you can say, okay, tell me what the energetic minimum is for my Stripe account. Okay, and you could do 1, and mine say no, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it will, okay, so what is the energetic minimum for my Stripe account? Is that 1,000, 2,000, 3,000? So it's changed. Okay, and the energetic maximum for my Stripe account, okay, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and now it's changing. Yeah, so you can do it like that as well. Is that more helpful? Yeah. And then you could do like, I mean, some of it might be like 3,300, no, 3,200, no, 3,100. So you can go up and down. And the more, like, because you're holding that pendulum, you can feel when that energy starts to move and that pendulum is going to change. And you're like, oh, okay, we're coming closer now. Is anyone going to share? Come on, put some, I won't read it out, but put some figures in the chat. Because you know what we're going to do? We're going to do some healing and we're going to watch it go up. And Melissa's going to get really excited.
I am. My minimum is $10 and my maximum is 27,000.
So that's a massive range, isn't it?
In my business account. I've never seen $20,000 in my business account.
Okay.
$27,000.
Okay, that's good. And have you just got one business account?
I've only got one business account, but I've done Barefoot Investor. So my personal accounts are daily expenses, there's splurge, there's smile. I've got an old ANZ account that I don't use anymore. So that's supposed to be my ATO holding space. There's nothing in there. It's 14 cents, I think. And then I've got a Eubank savings account. And then they did some things structured around their whole bonus investment, monthly investment thing. So I opened a transactional account with them. So, but I just use that for my direct debits. Like anything for direct debits is just through there. So, okay, but the business account, there's only one. Yeah.
Okay. So one of my business accounts is 9 and maximum is 12. Okay, similar to me then. Really, Megan? But it's cool to find out, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so has everybody got a minimum and a maximum of one account? Is anybody stuck? Okay. Oh, excellent. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up the circle so we can start getting into the healing. If you need to still, if any of you still want to like do some digging, energetic maximum minimum, you can as I start to say the prayer. But if you want to close your eyes as well, it's entirely up to you. So let's open up this vortex. Okay. So as we gather in this sacred space, I've lit the candle, we are open our hearts and minds to the infinite possibilities of abundance that awaits us. We stand in the threshold of this powerful vortex, a swirling channel of energy that connects us to boundless flows of blessing and prosperity. And in this moment, we call upon the radiant beings of 100% love and light, the guardians of authenticity and transformation. We really invite you to join us, to guide us, and to fuse this circle with your wisdom and your grace. Archangel Raphael, the healer of hearts and bearer of abundance, we welcome you in your presence. Wrap us in your emerald green light, soothing and renewing our spirits as we release the old beliefs that no longer serve us. Empower us to step into the river of transformation where our intentions blossom into reality. We call upon your emerald green dragon, the mystical guardian of prosperity. We invoke your energy. With your fiery breath, ignite the flames of passion within us, propelling us forward on this journey of abundance. Let your wings of guidance and protection shield us from any doubt and fear, and embrace the path of limitless possibilities. We're going to call upon my guide, Joe, the keeper of the Akashic Records, and we honor your wisdom. Unveil the tapestry of our past, releasing the threads of old karma that have held us back. Illuminate the threads of potential and promise. Empower us to weave a new story of possibility and joy. We're going to call upon the elements of water, fire, air, and earth, ancient allies of creation. We call upon your support. We want to wash away any stagnant energy with the cleansing waters, ignite our intentions with flames of passion, infuse clarity and inspiration with the breezes of air, and ground it all in with the nurturing embrace of Mother Earth. We're going to call upon my dragons of fire, air, earth, and water, the majestic spirits of elemental power. We humbly invite your presence. Dance with us in this sacred vortex, lending us your strength and harmony as we honor the balance of your energies. May we find balance in our pursuit of abundance. Together, we're going to step into this vortex of total transformation, ready to transmute the old beliefs, the paradigms that have limited us. With hearts full of love, minds open to possibilities, and spirits aligned with the divine flow, we embark upon this journey to create more love, joy, and abundance, not only in our lives, but also the lives of those around us. And so it is. Aho, amen, namaste. Awesome. Let's open this up. Okay, and we're going to use that energy and that blessing to do the bank accounts. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got that set up. Just going to clean that up there. That in front of me. Okay, so I've done bank payments and systems. Okay, and everyone's put down whether they've got a PayPal account or the wherever they receive money. If you receive money through like invoicing, so you know, I would put down also I've got like QuickBooks, but I'm also going to go over to Xero because I'm changing my bookkeeper, so I'm going to put those two down as well. So I've done that. Vibrational max and minimum. Cool. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Do that. Okay, so let's do an energy clearing first. So take a deep breath. And I want you to imagine that there's this beautiful energy all around you. And nothing in this energy can harm or hurt you. And all those guides of 100% love and light, the elementals, the dragons, the archangels. Okay, and we've also got Archangel Metatron. He's coming in as well very strongly. Okay, so we're going to use his power through our system, banking systems, payment systems, anywhere where it's collecting money. Okay, so just imagine that beautiful white light is spinning all around you. And you're just pulling earth energy up from the middle of the earth all the way through, up to the top of your head. Feel that energy bubble at the top of your head spinning. Place your consciousness into that energy bubble And you're going to go up from the room that you're in, all the way higher and higher, all the way up, past the bright lights and the dark lights, higher and higher, past the stars, past that beautiful full moon, higher and higher, pulling that beautiful divine feminine energy in from that moon, that super full moon. Okay, going past the planets, the stars, the galaxy, the Milky Way, out into the universe, the multiverse, all the way through, further and further, higher and higher, through into that golden light, into that golden light, where the angels and the masters. Okay, and you're going to just pull some of that golden light and just imagine that you're holding that golden light, that frequency in your hands. And we're going to go through the rainbow of colors, all the way through the rainbow of colors, through the sixth plane, using the law of grace, into that energy of the law of compassion, all the way through into that tingly, tingly white light of the Creator. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to command and ask, Creator of all that is, it is commanded and requested that we send unconditional love to all the accounts that I have listed on my piece of paper. See, sense, feel, know. Imagine all that golden light showering down onto that piece of paper with all your different accounts. Feel that rain shower of golden light and Creator's love going into all the different bank accounts, your payment systems, savings, credit cards, your pensions, your super, everything. And you can feel that energy vortex is now starting to clear all those accounts, so anything that's heavy, stagnant. And we're going to release any resentments in paying bills. Anywhere where those bank accounts are holding onto your resentments for bills, for invoices not being paid to you on time, anywhere where money's not coming to you. So you're just going to start to see all that stagnant energy. We're going to invoke the violet flame and just burn through all that old stagnant energy. Some of you have got accounts that you've had so long that are really energetically laying dormant. And it needs like a breath of fresh air breathing through it. So we're going to call upon the air dragon and the element of air to start blowing through all that old energy. And we're going to call upon Archangel Metatron to just vacuum all that out. And then we're just going to really now send back unconditional love through all those accounts, credit cards, payment links, payment systems, invoicing systems. Okay, and we're going to use the element of water to create flow, gentle flow, flow of abundance, like a nice gentle river that's got power behind it. Right, start to see that wash through. And it's going to start recharging the energy of money through those accounts. And we're going to activate that those accounts can start calling in the energy of money, that it knows what you're asking it to do, to magnetize more money, more energy, more frequency through those accounts, that it's safe and possible. You know what it feels like to have money flowing through your accounts, and that there's always enough to go round all of those accounts. And then you're going to turn to the one that you've picked out, that you've done the energetic minimum and the energetic maximum on. First of all, we're going to send unconditional love to that and show gratitude for the energetic minimum and the energetic maximum. And then it's safe and possible to raise the energetic minimum and maximum by 30%. It's commanded and requested, done in the highest and best of all concerned, and raising the frequency of that account. Thank you, it's done, it's done, it's done. And if it's safe and possible for it to raise more than 30%, it's commanded and requested that that is done now. Thank you. You're going to feel that beautiful golden energy that you brought up from the angelic realm. And we're going to just place all that golden energy into every single account, with a prayer and a blessing. Because you know that it can make a difference in your life and the life of others. Thank you, it's done, it's done, it's done. And the next thing we're going to do is that we are going to download you with new beliefs into you and the energy of your accounts, all your accounts. We are downloading you with magic. Influencing events using mysterious and supernatural means. So we're downloading you and all your accounts and the energy of money. That I am magic. I know what magic is. I'm filled with creator's magic. I know what it feels like to be magic. It's safe for me to be magic. I've created a definition of magic. My definition of magic is the same as creator's. It's a magical world. My world is filled with magic. Life is filled with magic. I live with magic in my everyday life. I have magic in my life every day. I'm allowed to have magic in my life every day. It is safe to believe in magic. I believe in creator's magic. I know magic is possible. I have magic. I am magical. My ancestors were magic. My ancestors were in touch with their own magic. I am magic past, present, and future. I spread magic to all. I'm in touch with earthly magic. I draw magic people into my life. I see the magic of creation. I see magic wherever I look. I draw positive, loving, magical beings into my life when I choose. It is safe for me to draw magical beings into my life. I'm in touch with universal magic. Magic radiates from me. I'm a magic maker. I am a magic person. I am embraced by loving magic. I create magical experiences. I create magic in my life. I am a teacher of magic. I know how to live my daily life with magic. I know how to live my daily life being magical. I teach I teach others about their own magic. I expect the magic of miracles. Miracles are divine magic. I see miracles in my life each day. Each human is endowed with their own magic. I know how to respect the magic of everyone. I respect magic. I respect the divine gift of magic. It is safe for all people to utilize their own magic. I know we are all magical. I'm free from any fear of magic. I'm free from any ancestral fears around magic. It is safe to be magical. I am a magic sage. I know how to use magic in the highest and best of ways. My magic shines into everything that I wish it to, and I can experience it. Magic is my friend. Money is magic. Life is filled with magic every day. Magic fills the universe. Magic fills my bank accounts. Learning magic is the universal right. I know how to weave magic into life. I know how to weave magic into my bank accounts. I know creators' perspective on magic, and mine is the same. I'm grateful for magic. I appreciate magic. I appreciate magical people in my life. I appreciate magical synchronicities in my life. And I appreciate magical money turning up in my life. I am fearless around magic. I'm free from false beliefs about magic. We all have magic capabilities. I'm comfortable with my magic. I'm comfortable with magic of people. I'm free from being jealous of someone that is more magical than I am. I allow space for all the magic of all people. Optimism. So we're going to download you with the virtue of optimism, which is positively cheerful outlook. And we're also going to download your bank accounts with optimism. I am optimistic. I have creators' definition of optimism. My definition of optimism is the same as creators. I have creators' definition of optimistic. My definition of optimistic is the same as creators. I'm safe being optimistic. I radiate optimism. I have mastered the virtue of optimism. I face each day with optimism. I'm allowed to be optimistic. I'm allowed to be optimistic when it comes to my finances, money, and my bank accounts. I am always optimistic. I draw optimistic people into my life. I know how to live my daily life with optimism. I know how to live my daily life being optimistic. I know how and when to be optimistic. I'm surrounded by optimistic people. Optimistic people fill my world. I am worthy of optimism. I'm comfortable being around optimistic people. I know what it feels like to be optimistic. The world is full of optimism. I know what optimism feels like. I trust my optimism. I have optimism. I know what optimism feels like. I am always optimistic. Optimism flows to the world. I am filled with optimism each day. I am optimistic about humanity. I'm grateful for optimism. I appreciate optimism. So we're downloading you with that on all the 4 levels or aspects or timelines and dimensions and every language. And that's also going to go into your energy of money and your bank accounts, your payment accounts, your payment system, your super, your pensions, your credit cards, your invoicing, anything that holds money. Thank you is done, it's done, it's done. Say yes and it will be done. Okay, good. And just allow. Just going to use the pendulum to just keep activating and changing that on all levels, all timelines. Okay, just feel that shift change. And I really want you to start feeling that real sense of freedom. Beautiful sense of freedom, that you're free. That you know that this can just flow into your life like air, like oxygen. You don't have to struggle for breath. You don't have to struggle for life. No more. You're going to recreate a whole new money mindset. Feel the energy of money, that it's your friend. It's a beautiful relationship. You get to enjoy it, hang out with it, spend it, save it, donate it, charities, whatever you feel, because there's always more than enough overflow. So just releasing all that scarcity mindset once and for all. Good. And you're just going to let go. Don't need to hold on anymore. No holding on tightly. And just place yourself into that bubble of white light. How you got there. And you're going to come out of the white light all the way down, 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 down. Past the laws. Past the golden light, all the way down. Down, down, down. Do you see yourself sitting there? Coming back into your body. Grounding in that new vibration, that higher vibration. The higher vibration through your bank accounts. Taking deep breaths in, deep breaths out, and open your eyes. Okay, so check your vibrational match, minimum, maximum of that account. Okay, so can I just tune into the energy of my Stripe account, please? Okay, God, this is when I need to be good at maths. Let me just see, 30% on. I'm doing it technically correct. So 3,000 plus 30% is 39. And 9,000 plus 30% equals 11,700. Okay, let's see. It might be more. It'd be good if it was more. Okay, tune into my energy of my Stripe account, please. Yeah. Can I have the energetic minimum of my Stripe account now, please? Okay. Is that the energetic minimum? Yeah. And the energetic maximum of my Stripe account? So 13 and 30. Okay. Mine's gone up a lot. Must be the collectiveness of us. Mine's gone from 3,900 to 13, and from 11,700, it should go to 11. Yeah, it should be between 3,900 and 11,700. And mine was 13 and 30. It's a nice big jump. Okay, Vegan North, what have you done? You look like that.
So
the floor.
my minimum was 9 and maximum 12.
Yeah.
It's now gone to a minimum of 30,000 and
Yeah.
a maximum of 90.
Okay, we'll have that.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Sure, no worries. I'm comfortable. Wow.
Yeah. And that's without, I mean, I know we've done a lot of the healings in this program. So, you know, I know I said, you know, it goes up about 30%, but, you know, we have done a lot of healing. So there you go. Excellent. Bring that one on. Anybody else want to share? Yes, my business. Oh, and that was Sky previously. She was at 1,000, I think. So can you imagine if you started doing that on all of them?
So Claire, when we were doing the end of the downloads, I started, my skin was really itchy, which is interesting. And then right at the end, when you said to like ground in and open your eyes, I felt like I was going to vomit.
Oh.
Like I still feel really nauseous.
Okay, so now that that's gone up, why are you having like, it's like the, you know, that was a massive upgrade in that bank account. So why is that making you feel really uncomfortable with that amount of money in there? Tune to that. My minimum is 10. How much? Now minimum 90. Oh, 90 and max 38. Okay. In that account. Business account. Okay, so you've gone up 11. Yeah, 38k. Oh, so the skies has gone up. Woohoo! So that's more than 30%, isn't it, Melissa? Yeah.
Mine's really strange, Claire.
Yeah.
I did it on our portfolio account that we've got, and to start with, the minimum was 1,000 and the maximum was 80, and now I've tested it about 5 times because I'm doubting it. The minimum's gone from 1,000 to 50, but the maximum's gone from 80 to 113.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
That was
I'm
just
really pleased that minimum one's really come up for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like Melissa's
bizarre.
minimum one to come up a bit more, actually. Like the 38. How long have you had that business account, Melissa?
I opened that in maybe about 2018 or 2019. I was using one of my ING savings accounts, and I was speaking to one of them on the phone, and they realised I was using it as a business account, so they just closed it. Because you're not allowed to. And so I had to quickly open one. But it was a year or two after I started my business, which was 2017.
And what was your business name at that time? What sort of business was it? Was it a different business that you were in?
No, my OBM business, so Melissa Pritchard OBM. And it's still that name, but I am shifting my business out of OBM work to the affiliate marketing business. So I am shifting my business, and I do have a lot of intention to keep reinvesting into myself and doing lots of more trainings and various trainings and things. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just there's something like, let me just tune into that bank account. Let me just get into that and have a look. Okay, what's the message behind that bank account? Okay, so it's saying change. Change the let's change the money account to another. It's telling you to change it to a different bank. Who are you with that one?
NAB.
She's with NAB. Okay, what does she need to change it to? What's going to be more aligned to her from her business account? It's telling you to go to CommBank. Yeah. Move over to CommBank. I can't hear you very well.
I haven't been with CommBank since I was a kid. I had
Yeah.
a kid account, and then it's
Yeah, it's telling you to
Wow.
move from NAB over to COM.
Okay.
Yeah, change accounts.
No, right.
So because you've united your child as well, that's what they're going back to CommBank to have that as.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up,
Yeah,
Megan.
you keep breaking up, Megan. That's weird.
Can you- Hmm.
No, can't hear you. I'm gonna type it. Yes, guys, it's more than 30%. You still attached to your earpods?
Wait, can I ask a question while that's getting sorted? If like my minimum of that account first was $1,000, I've never seen $1,000 in that account. It's like there's never an account. What does that mean? Like I know we've increased it and everything now, but if the energetic minimum was 1,000, but I never even saw $1,000 in there.
Yeah. So
what does that mean?
First of all,
Like
what
my business account.
is your business account?
Yeah, like a NAB business account where my clients pay me.
Yes. Okay. And how do they normally pay you?
Either through like Square or direct deposit.
Yeah. Okay. Why are you not? Well, you've had ill health, so that's why you haven't necessarily been working to do that. There's probably, tuning in deeper with, okay, why are you not bringing in the income? I'll ask. Let me just finish off with Melissa. Megan, oh, I thought you were gonna,
so what I was going to say, it was interesting, Melissa, that when you were saying, oh, I haven't had a CommBank account since I was a kid, you've unlocked a whole heap of your inner child through this. So I'm wondering if then you need to go back to CommBank, because then you're tuning back into you as that child, and that's where the connection is. That's what I got. Like it was like you've unlocked your inner child, so you need to connect back in, and you can do that through your bank.
Makes sense.
Possibly. Yeah. Sometimes you need to have a complete fresh, like for me in this program is that I'm moving from QuickBooks over to Xero. I'm changing sometimes you just don't know why, but sometimes you just got to take that aligned guidance, and things like that.
No, I don't care which bank it's with as long as it holds the money.
Yeah.
So it says go back to CommBank, I'll go to CommBank.
Yeah. Go and see.
Yeah. I'll give my money
and see what they offer. See what they offer you as well. It might be that you keep that NAB, but that NAB account becomes your tax account or something along those lines. Just have a feel into it. I mean, you can see roughly what's all set out and everything there. And you can feel that you have an affiliate and a drawing towards certain different banks, and your values change, and different banks have different values. And maybe your CommBank is easier to use online. You just all that type of things makes a massive difference as well. Let me just tune into Sky. Okay, let's have a look at Sky. What's going on with Sky and her business account? Who's your business account with Sky? Everyone's producer changing their business account so far. Who are you with Sky? You're on mute, love.
Sorry. I'm with NAB.
You're with NAB. Yeah, how interesting. See, I'm with Com for Business, but my personal is with NAB. Okay, so what are we doing with Sky and her business account? Any advice, please? What's her aligned action now? We raise the energy. Okay, so it's saying health with you. Just concentrate on your health. That is all you need to be doing.
Cool.
Because you, Sky, you want to do healings, don't you? You want to be doing healings. You want to be doing your naturopathy and all of that. Yeah. See, you know, I mean, I know we're not supposed to be using our energy, but our health does actually make a massive impact. Do you feel like you have the energy to do healings on clients at the moment?
No, not even swaps. Like I've normally have do swaps with, and I've just canned everything.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I know when I work on, when I want to call in more clients or I want to up level in my money and my abundance, like the first thing I do, I always look at my health and stuff like that. You know, and it might be, you know, oh, Claire, you need to take supplements. Oh, Claire, you need to be doing juices. Oh, Claire, you need to be drinking more water. Oh, Claire, you might need to move your body. Every now and again, it shifts. It's not always the same. Do this, do that. It's sometimes it can be a bit annoying to be in all fairness, because it'd be like, oh, okay, I'm on that fad for a bit. Oh, I'm on that fad for a bit, because that's how it feels like. But that's just what I need to just keep raising that vibration, and then that in turn helps me shift whatever it is in clients as well, energetically. Yeah, Megan Knowles, what were we going to say? My business accounts with NAB too.
So I just tuned into, you know how I was feeling sick?
Felt a bit funny, yeah.
So it has to do with my ego. So
and then you couldn't be, then you weren't allowed to speak on the video.
So I was asking it, why is it about my ego? But it wouldn't, it's not, it said ask Claire.
Ah.
Which is weird, because I was like, am I standing in the way of knowing what that is? And it was like, yes.
Okay.
So my ego is getting in the way of my ego for me to find out why my ego is there.
Can you just bend over and spank your ego, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so your accounts are with NAB, or we're tuning into that. This will look very interesting in the bank's feedback. Why are you leaving us? Because my spiritual guides, my spirit guides told me to. I dare you. I double dare you.
I'll go in there wearing my necklace. This told me. That's why.
Because dead people told me. Doing the really straight face. Oh dear, hilarious. Yes, I was guided, yes, to register as a nurse on the 22nd of September. And that was really unusual that it was like a real definite number. But that's also because we're coming out of Mercury retrograde, and you'll be signing like contracts, won't you, to re-sign and re-register. So it did make sense that it's coming out on the 22nd.
Claire, I submitted one, but it was null and void because of timing. I was given the wrong advice, and so I've just let it sit there because I've had to concentrate on my health again, and I've got to go through I've got to go through a bigger process. So I haven't started that yet. So will I submit that on the 14th, and then it might come through on the 22nd?
Your thing is you submit it on the 22nd.
Right.
So you can fill out that. You can fill out all the paperwork, but it's that sending it the action of like, okay, this
thank you.
That's it. It's going.
Okay, thank you.
That way. Okay, let's just tune into, and then I'll get to you, Stephanie, as well. About your will. Okay, let's just tune in to Megan North, please. Can we have some aligned action and understanding why her ego is... So first of all, your ego's just gone, but I want more money than that.
Okay. Huh?
Yeah, you do. That's fantastic. But your ego was like, but I want that's not good enough. I want more than that. I'm not happy with that.
Right.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, I'm still tuning in. Okay, let's just move that to one side. It's saying, I'm better than that. I'm better than that. I've done all the work. I've put everything in. It feels like your ego actually wants some validation around it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's just tune in a bit more. Okay, what's going on with the ego, please? Can we call in some archangels? It's like your archangels need to come in to just sort of bridge the gap between ego and you a little bit. It feels like your ego is I don't want to say having a temper tantrum, because it's not that, but it's a little bit like put out a joint is probably the easiest way. Okay, let's just tune in. Okay. Your ego feels like it's failed.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just said fail.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so can we release the disappointment in your ego around that? Because it feels like your ego thinks that's the limit and that's what it is.
Right.
It's like we need to teach it that it's not a never-ending story. It feels like, well, that's it. That's all I've got, and that's what's coming. And it's like, well, I've put all the hard work in, I've put the discipline, and is that it? You know, it's a bit
Right.
like okay, so it feels a bit like, you know how a child can sometimes at Christmas, and I've been like this in all fairness, where it's like you've opened your presents and it's like that's it, there's nothing else.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it's all over, Red Rover, and it feels like, oh, does that mean I've got to wait for another year? Or does that mean I've got to wait for another?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we just want to let's just bring in some unconditional love to that ego, and let's just nurture it. So it's not like a case with your ego, like putting it back in its box and telling it to shut up and grow up. I can feel it's like moving now to being a teenager. It's actually like taking it through those stages of like growing up and growing. Let's just do that. Okay, so now it's like moving into a slightly older aged archetype. So interesting, because I saw it as a child, then I've seen it as a teenager, and then I can see it like as a young woman starting out on her career. It's like we need to transition your ego to where you are now. Okay, and just allow that ego now to move in through into that wise woman archetype, allowing her to start to come through and allowing her to start to blossom and bloom. So can we do that for you? So she can catch up with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
And that nausea is starting to go as well.
Good. She actually feels like she was being left behind.
Right.
As well. So let's just bring her in on the journey. Let's just calm her nerves. So she was feeling very vulnerable, but because she was masking the vulnerability as like anger, but also defiance, is that the word?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's just, and can we just merge that you two can work in harmony, that all your aspects can work together in nice balance, and that by doing that, you can actually work together in growth around your wealth and your abundance. And once again, let's just balance that wealth, money, love with the ego and you and the higher self, all your aspects. That's better.
Yeah.
There we go. I can feel that all in the back of your neck here as well, through this, the nodules through there. I actually feel like you might want to go and have, do you have chiro or anything like that?
Osteo and massage.
Yeah, I feel like there's something here that it needs to just click.
Yep.
Yeah, for you. Like
Yep.
have a,
Yeah, I can go and have my osteo because he does
yeah,
my neck.
and then it will feel like she's in.
Right. Okay.
Then she's been, yeah.
Okay.
Because sometimes what we do is we try and push the ego away so much, but actually the best thing that you can do is just bring her in.
Yeah.
Like an inner child, like an inner teen, because once you bring her in, you can, I don't want to say you can control her more, but there's a better harmony and balance between the two. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, and I just cracked my neck then, so it already felt like there. So yeah. And it's interesting because it's my ego is always the one thing that I'm trying to always stave off, because I don't want to be egotistical. I don't want to tell people my successes. Mum and dad were always be proud but humble. Don't tell anybody your successes, just keep it to yourself. So I've always done that. And so I think the ego attached then to money is then, to me it's almost like you can't do well and have an ego because you'll be
egotistical. And wealth can be labeled like that, can't it? It can be like, oh, look at them, look at the Joneses, oh, look at them.
Yeah. Thank you. That's good.
Cool. Excellent. Okay, Stephanie, you're going to have to go back and watch this because it's been really interesting all around your bank accounts and stuff like that. Was it you last night joining the call? Was it you? Did you join last night? I had a notification that someone joined the Zoom last night. A couple of people have done that over the course, and I'm like, okay, it might have been Vanessa in Canada actually, because she's on a different time zone as well. Okay, let's just tune in to Stephanie, please. Let's just tune in. Okay, and you want some information? Let me read this again. Any advice for me? Re money and my father's will. He passed almost 8 years ago. There's a dispute with the executor of the will. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's just do an energy clearing around all communication. She's got like, let's just clear that, especially with Mercury retrograde. Okay. So I wouldn't be doing anything in this Mercury retrograde. I would be doing lots of healings on it. So no communication with like lawyers, executors, or anything like that. You just want to be doing healing for this next sort of period. I'll tell you when on the dates. And I'll give you some advice what sort of healings need to happen with this that will come through. Okay, so I'm just doing the clearings. Oh, okay. I can actually feel that it needs clearing all in this area on you. So I don't know if you're absorbing a lot of this stuff and taking it on. So I just want you to breathe and just allow it to release. Okay, release it out your body. I'm gonna yawn because I'm releasing it as well for you. And we're also they're showing me, we're going to call in a dragon of fire and put a ring of fire around to protect you, because you're taking on too much of this stuff. So let's just bring a ring of fire around you of protection. Is everyone looking to make that you are the one that has to sort all this stuff out? Do you feel that you're the one that has to either heal it or take it on, or are you putting that on yourself? You can unmute yourself if you want.
Yeah, I think I've taken it on myself. I'm the only one that's been to a barrister and had got a solicitor on my own, but there's 5 of us. So I'm kind of on my own, even though they'll benefit from what I've just asked for the accounts for the last 8 years and documentation. I've just been ignored, even paying for a barrister, going to chambers, having a solicitor. It's just been, I'm taking on too much. It's too stressful.
Yeah. So can we release you from the pressure of you having to fight this battle on your own? And I'm going to ask you the question, what are you getting from this? What's the kickback? And I don't mean financial or anything like that. What is I want to say the energetic learning, the energetic kickback on why you are doing this why are you taking this war, this challenge on yourself? What's the kickback? What are you learning from it? What are you gaining it from it? Is it to, like, stand in your power? Is it for you to rise up? Is it for you to energetically feel seen and heard? Is it energetically so that you feel like you're the good child, that you've come good, you're doing the right thing? What is it?
I feel like it's like standing up for myself to be heard, because I keep getting ignored and dismissed and ridiculed.
And were you ever bullied as a child?
Yeah, by my siblings.
Okay.
I'm a triplet, bullied, as left out and bullied, and I was always really different for my abilities.
Okay.
And I think.
So can we put an end to all this? Can we put an end to the bullying, the ridicule, the ignoring, and this might some of you might be feeling this as well. So we'll clear it in everybody also. Oh, hello. Yes, I have this as well. Okay, and I can feel it. A lot of people have got it stuck here. Yeah. So we're just going to call it once and for all that we're ending bullying, we're ending being tormented, we're ending any wounds, I want to say it feels like sexism trauma, but from a young age, or a trauma. I don't want to say like racism as in the color or the creed of your skin, but as in a racist of us being different. Okay. Unique, having gifts, having talents. So can we just like allow this to all start to clear? Let's just do a massive energy clearing on all of us. Okay, so I'm just ask creator of all that is. It's commanded that we just release all this. I can feel it all going around in the consciousness. Releasing it in the vortex of this program and in the individuals. Okay, that's all starting to lift. And we command, under the law of grace and mercy and compassion, that this all now be pulled, cancelled, edited and deleted and sent to the light. Under the lords of karma, that we be released. Oh. Okay, releasing all the shackles, all the restraints. Okay, that's good. Okay, we just want to breathe through it all. I'm just going to allow us all, and especially Stephanie, to step into that divine power. So I want you to step into this new energy, and it's like a white ring of light all around you, like a white ring of fire. And I want you to feel all that new energy, protection, support, that you're safe to be visible, that you're protected. And that you just get to be you without any tests, without any sacrifices, without having to overgive, without having to overprove. We're going to stop calling in people, places, and situations to teach us how to be courageous. Can't say the word, courageous. And that you can cultivate confidence, that you can clearly speak your words, and really step into your own presence and power. I really want you to feel the energy in that white ring of fire, a real sense of deep presence. So I want you to dig deep into your whole body system, where that next level of authority and presence, power is. We're going to unlock it. So stop looking for it outside of you. It's not external, it's internal. So go in, go inwards, stop searching for it. It's like you're trying to look for it in the woods, that part of you. So stop that. Take a deep breath and then go inwards, go through and scan your whole body system and find at the very depth of your soul that next level of cultivating personal power. That's what it's teaching you, personal power, Stephanie, rather than circumstantial power. So can we just release you from all the cords and the attachments from your body going outside of you and attached to different situations, negative situations that are causing circumstantial power. We're going to call in Archangel Michael and cut the cords to that. And you're going to reattach your cords into yourself and cultivate that next level of personal power. And you're going to raise your frequency. And you're going to step out of that old paradigm. And this is the same for anybody on the call or on the replay. I want you to step into that next version of yourself. Who is she? A person that's really embodied personal power. What does she look like? How does she show up? What's the energy behind her as she shows up? Does she have a confident voice? Does she look people directly in the eye when she speaks to them so that they know she means business? She means to be taken seriously, that it's not acceptable. Does she have strong boundaries? Loving boundaries, but strong. How does she walk? What does she wear? Do people take notice as she walks down the street? Okay, I want you to just pull energy in and just clear your throat chakra. 1, 2, 3. Good. Oh, I can feel that all going. And we're going to decree under the law, under the name.
I feel my throat tingling.
Yeah.
Yeah, like quite strongly.
Yeah. And we're gonna call upon under the law of grace that we've all stepped into that next level of personal power, however that looks in our life. But this is what we're learning. Okay, so the situation, this, you know, as I say, Anna Kidney, as Stephanie knows who Anna is, you know, the issue is never the issue, but what you're learning is personal power. You're learning to rise. We all are learning to rise. So allow yourself to walk up those golden steps. Allow yourself to walk up those golden steps onto your throne and crown yourself. The Empress, the High Priestess, the Goddess, the Master, whatever term, the Sage, the Wise Woman. Some of you who are like ready to claim your magic. And I just want you to crown yourself, whatever that crown feels like. Some of you, it's like dried herbs and dried flowers as a crown of flowers. So some of you, the sages, some of you, the pagans, the Wicca wise women. Some of you are more Empress, Goddess, High Priestess, whatever feels right for you. Rise. Okay. Take deep breaths in. Just come back when you're ready, everybody. Let me know in the chat. What did you crown yourself?
Thank you. I feel
Does that feel
calmer.
better?
Yeah, I feel calmer and less afraid.
Yeah. So it wasn't like, that's just a situation that's teaching you something, and it's teaching you personal power to rise. It's teaching you to rise. Let's face it, like the last few months, you've been like having this hand at your back going, come on, you've got to be coming out, come on, you know, and it's just teaching you another level of cultivating that personal power and rising. So really, like, step in whenever you're dealing with anything like this. Think of, okay, Stephanie the Queen, the High Priestess, whatever you were, that you saw yourself, how would she go about this? How would she action this? What would she say? What would she say to the barrister? What would she say to the lawyer? And things like that. So come from that energy of like, this is who I am. Yeah. I'm in my power. I'm not defeated. Because once you've done that and you've cultivated and you're moving in that energy, you've risen, all of this stuff will start to fall away. Because you won't have time for it. You'll be like, oh, this is bullshit. Because you've risen. Yeah. Come on, then let me know what you all wear in the chat. I'd love to know. I look like Wonder Woman in a gold dress and a cape with a golden crown and magic. Oh, so funny how I get my messages strong. Inner child with Disney movies. I was getting Show Yourself from Frozen 2. The money energy was the lava monster from Diana. Misunderstood. I had to calm her down. Yeah, I still think you're here to work with a lot of children, rainbow children. That's what's coming through in Disney movies with you. I had a beautiful flower crown. Yeah, I had the flower crown. I was like I wasn't the empress or the queen or anything like that. I was like, oh, I'm the Wicker magic witch. Crown myself with that. Yeah. I had a queen crown. I felt like someone grabbed my left arm. Okay. Are you all right? Left arm is female. Was that the energy of your mother pulling you off the crown, pulling you off your throne? Oh. What did you have, Megan North? What did you crown yourself? Cara, what did you crown yourself?
Mine was a combo of a gold, like Empress real queen crown, but then it did have some flowers and some dried stuff around it as well. So it was a real mix of both.
Alchemy blend.
Yeah. Which is a bit like me, right? Depending on where I am, I'm either really strong, powerful queen, or I'm that real sage, wise woman. So yeah.
I have a, that's just not on here, but I have a screensaver. I love Wonder Woman. She's my girl crush. She's just so beautiful, that woman. I get all the tingles when I watch Wonder Woman. What's her name? I can't remember her name, but she is, when she wears that gold suit. No, that's the original. I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Nah.
I don't know the new one.
The one with the legs that go up to her chin.
Isn't it Gal Gadot?
So yeah, something.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, something. She's just so beautiful. Yeah. In my next life, I'll come back looking like her, I think. I'm gonna put my request in. Okay. All right. Let's end this. We're all gonna cry. Okay, close your eyes. I'm going to close the circle. Okay. In divine source of abundance and love, we bring our sacred circle and this program to a close. And we are filled with deep gratitude for the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. We still ask that we are remaining in the radiant energy of this vortex of abundance, and our hearts overflow with appreciation for the transformation and healing that has taken place within and around us. And every time that we visit this program in this portal, that we get the activations and the healings and the transformations. We thank the guides of 100% love and light, whose presence have illuminated our path and guided us through this journey. Archangel Raphael, his emerald green dragon, my guide Joe, and the elemental dragons. Your wisdom and support will be continuing our healing and be our guiding light in our pursuit of abundance. With hearts open wide, we send forth a wave of unconditional love and healing energy to anyone in humanity that currently needs it. May this love ripple out into the world, touching the hearts and lives of all. As we stand united in this energy of love, may it dissolve any remaining barriers, heal old wounds, and bring comfort to those in need. We extend our gratitude to each and every one of us for the support and the compassion that this group has provided. With hearts full of thankfulness, we release all our intentions to the Creator, trusting that the seeds of abundance we have sown throughout this program will always continue to flourish and grow. And as we step out of this circle and into our everyday lives, may we carry the essence of this abundant energy with us. May we continue to radiate love, compassion, and healing wherever we go, uplifting those around us and contributing to the greater good. And in this moment of closure, we remain always connected to each other and this vortex of beautiful abundance that we have created and co-created. And with our hearts brimming with gratitude and unconditional love, we offer thanks to this sacred space. But time has got to come that it ends, and so it is. Aho, amen, namaste. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to stop the recording. Oh, it's still recording.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.